February 24th, 3:12 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
We are finishing today, Lucarian. There's no question. We will go until we're done.
We will finish this.
We will finish this.
All
right. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
Flashbacks, just in case we forgot.
They just love them.
They really do.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me.
Phoenix just doesn't read the paper.
Phoenix, get on this.
It's a serial killer. I would imagine you would have heard about him.
Phoenix.
Lana wanted Doc convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
Another cowboy. But another cowboy. But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
Aww. So that means you...
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming. Phoenix, we just, established this. Okay.
I didn't see that coming.
Oh my god, Phoenix. You're killing me.
All right.
So talk to her.
So, yeah, we want to talk to her.
SL9 incident.
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me.
Rude.
I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then...
What happened?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
Permanent picture? Alright. Thank you for the biddies burning, Phoenix! Can't stay, but I'll drop these off. Thank you so much. Thank you for throwing love in chat, everyone. Hey. Alright, so after the incident...
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why Lana... she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? Rude.
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth? Really? Are you surprised?
He didn't know, though.
Oh.
Edgeworth didn't know.
Acceptable.
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. Well, see. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. You already knew he was accused of that before even going up against him, though.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. The permanent picture. Let's do it. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred?
Doc knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out.
Well,
When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
poor Emma. You've been through so much.
I thought I had to sneeze. Hold on.
Surprise. It is kind of tricky to spell Phoenix. Bless you.
Oh.
Because I couldn't spell Phoenix right.
Sorry, I don't know why, but my throat is kind of, it's not sore per se, but it's just like, I don't know.
That's what Shy Guy said
having a
for
hard
his,
time.
too.
Yeah, I don't know if it's allergies or what, but I'm having a hard time holding, like, talking in her voice.
Oh, no.
I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable. But 15? No excuses!
Right? Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. Are you? But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Hey. Inky Ghost, thank you so much! Yay for free money! Thank you so much for all them biddies! Let's do it. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Oh, there's no mystery there.
Oh, okay.
Joe Doc had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But, oh god, Phoenix got excited. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Jeez, Phoenix.
Because the detective offices in the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
That's across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me. What? Oh my god, what was I playing recently? I don't know, but it was what? It was exactly the what that was or Sakuya, and it was amazing. And I was like, oh, I wish Keto was here. Anyway.
After the Joe Doc case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Lana used to be a detective? Yes. I'd better have another talk with her. Damn.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So should we go move to Lana?
Yep. Yep. Detention
She'd be
center.
detention. Okay, I thought so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's still locked up.
Hey, bitch. February 24th, detention center visitors room.
Lana. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble.
Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type.
Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks.
Lana, Emma told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 oh my god. and how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office.
That's right.
Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs?
I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. Lunchbox lady?
I can't remember her name, but all I know is she keep fucking trying to give me a lunchbox, and I don't want it! I don't want it. I don't want the lunchbox, guys.
Bento bitch. That's her name.
Her new name is now Bento Bitch. I like this a lot. Oh my god, that is the perfect nickname for her. Oh my god, so good.
That's what they should have named
Angel
her.
Starr, that's her name, says Demonis.
No, that's not her name.
Bento Bitch. Her name's now Bento Bitch. Oh my god, Angel Starr. Okay. Talk about today's trial.
Okay. Are you still laughing about it?
I am! I really like Bento Bitch. Okay. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago.
Evidence from that case was stolen. I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my... Oh my god. My throat is giving out. I don't know what I did yesterday to it.
Oh no!
But it's like...
Get all the tea. Well, all the drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
The police department. You know, that place.
At the police department. Oh my god.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said? About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife? Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me.
I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. I mean, it's obvious it's not just her.
No, pretty much every single person is involved.
Yeah, except for Gumshoe. Or if he is, he doesn't know it.
And Edgeworth didn't know that he was involved.
Exactly.
Or wasn't really aware of it.
Right. To police department. I like to create new words by mixing around the beginning. My bad. Detective.
You could create a new language.
I seriously do that all the fucking time. It's like fucking what pig Latin. Almost.
Okay, Attenley.
Yep. All right. Detective Lana Skye.
All right. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing.
Ugh, him.
They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant?
Then he was the vice head of criminal affairs, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. I don't know if that's...
Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could later use that experience in court. Gant's help in the SL9 case was critical in its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. Dark investigation.
2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark.
Second in command? That means the chief detective was, no doubt, Damon Gant?
Yes. Detective Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations.
They even had the same office.
We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho.
Quote unquote.
Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when the last murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Now you tell us. Alright. Can we pause for just a second so I can make sure this door is closed? Because I don't think River closed it all the way. And last time it wasn't closed all the way, Baron managed to open it and escape. So I don't want to chase down cats. Hold on.
Works for me. I needed a drink.
Alright, I'm back. It just didn't look closed all the way, and I came home. Jake was out, and I came home from dropping off my little sister at school on Thursday, and I come through the door, and Jake greets me, and all of a sudden come barreling down the stairs are Tali and Baron, and I'm like, the fuck? And they both, like, they did a stare down with Jake, and Jake's like, what the fuck are those? It's like, oh shit. So then I had to try and rally them, so I don't want to have to do that again. Alright.
Right.
First one at the scene.
First one at the scene. Detective Gant and Prosecutor Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages when Dark must have panicked. He waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Detective Gant and myself. That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana.
It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark.
That's
Lovers?
Looking. Oh my god.
When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood.
3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out,
In the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
what did you do?
To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her.
Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through.
After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest.
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident.
That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm?
I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance, quote unquote.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall? Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The chief's office.
Maybe we should have a look at the chief. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder. All right. Is that what we should do right now?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So, criminal affairs? No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. February 24th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Damn.
Things seem kind of quiet around here today. Oh, wait. I think we actually have to go... I'm trying to think how we get to the police department entrance. I think we might have to go to the underground first and then go to the police department entrance from there. Because I think criminal affairs is different.
Yeah. But either way, at least this is something. You're right.
Why don't we go look... Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you hadn't said that.
Oh, you're right. The head of the department seems the same, though.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later. All right, so move. Yep.
Yeah, we have to go... Oh, we can go to the police department entrance from here.
Hey, let's do it. Also, thank you, Miss Manga Chick, for that clip. Yes.
Clip?
The clip of Angel Starr to Lunch Lady to Bento Bitch. Yes. All right, February 24th, Police Department entrance. McCree.
McCree, here he is. Howdy, Bambino. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambino? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. What's old Billy? Billy?
Must be his pet cactus.
Is that what we're calling it?
Oh my god! That's exactly what we're calling it. That's... no, never mind. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Say, where were you headed?
Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. What are they gonna do, kill him?
Rip.
Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But, Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was this one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
You have a problem.
Dark trial. Dark trial.
Hey.
Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so.
What do you mean, fishy? Bento box.
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip?
That was Joe Dark's all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. The question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
What does that mean?
It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility has been erased.
Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence?
That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
Scars remind us that the past is real. Anyway, Prosecutor Marshall. Oh my god, thank you, to be fair, for my pet cactus clip. Oh my god, yes. Nani? Exactly. Prosecutor Marshall.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor? You don't mean...
King of prosecutors.
Edgeworth, don't die.
No.
No, Edgeworth. Not that again.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have been really close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right, it was the day of the evidence transferal.
Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. Also, his brother kind of looks like Phoenix and McCree had a baby. Because he's got Phoenix's
Maybe
face.
they did.
Oh my god.
Don't tell Edgeworth.
No, because that's what Kita... That would be Kita's quote, so that wouldn't work.
What'd I say?
Oh, his pet cactus. Is that what we're calling it now?
Oh.
But I wasn't the one who said it, so... Hi, Bella Coco. Hello, hello. He's got the looks. Scars.
Scars.
And I'm never gonna unhear that song. It's fine.
I know. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman?
If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Skye.
Of course. Gant and Skye. I'll do it.
Chief Detective Damon Gant and his second in command, Lana Skye.
Oh god, that means I'm gonna have to voice him later in the trial.
Oh, yes, you will.
No!
You know what?
I know.
I'm trying to get through this.
No, I just have a hard time pinning down his voice is my problem.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, sometimes they fluctuate, especially when you have a bunch of characters. It can be kind of difficult to keep everybody straight. If you're doing just one at a time,
yeah.
It would be easier, but when you're switching between them.
And I don't mind when, like, I obviously have Starr's voice down. I have the judge's voice down. And he's, like, in between them, so it's hard to, like, for me to keep it consistent. But, like...
Especially if you were talking as one right before.
Right? And fucking Meekins, at least I can pinpoint Meekins.
Oh my
right?
god, Meekins.
I have him down, but he hurts my voice.
Yeah, I think
actually
he's gone anyway.
My throat hurt the next day. I was like, damn, Meekins destroyed me.
Yeah.
Just give him Pegasus's voice, yeah. From Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. That'd be amazing. Anyway.
There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers.
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Go on.
Sorry, River came in with tea for me.
Oh.
Eco, get your woman some tea.
I think I don't know if he's working on it or not. I don't think he said anything.
No, I don't know if he heard.
Left.
Yeah, but he's in chat right now, which is why I said that.
Oh, okay. I texted him. But
oh, okay. He might be working.
So I don't know if he heard.
I think this is on fire, so I'm gonna wait. So.
Oh, the tea's too hot.
It might be. I think it just got made. All right.
All right. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective.
Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out.
Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner?
It was certainly enlightening.
Not really. It was kind of boring.
No. It had no flashbacks. 0 out of 10.
Yeah, anyway. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy.
Aww.
He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Glug.
Oh. Okay.
Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator.
Cute.
Adios, Bambina.
Aww. Bye, Felicia. Also, no, I don't have cat cam for Phoenix Wright because I never had it set up. So I'm
not only that, but a lot of times it makes OBS freak out.
Yeah, so I just don't worry about it for Phoenix Wright. But oh my god.
Okay, we want to go back to criminal affairs and then go into Gaunt's office from there. Yeah.
Great. Yay.
So
let's do it. February 24th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together.
I think festive is the word usually used for those.
So we'd like to have a look around Chief Gaunt's office.
Just head across the hall to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits.
God damn it, Emma. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. So we're gonna go anyway, I guess.
YOLO!
Fuck the police.
Oh my god, fuck the police. Idea. So, Chief's office.
Yep.
Hi, St. Patrick.
Oh god, this office is so extra.
My word! That is elaborate. Okay.
The organ of plenty.
February 24th, Police Department Chief's Office.
Oh, you can't even hear the music.
I can't. I can only imagine.
It's a shame.
Oh. Whoa, where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least, that's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Buck.
Oh my god. Of course they did.
I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes.
I'm assuming that was bad organ noises.
It was just loud.
Oh, okay.
I never could remember where C was.
Yay. Oh, it's you two. Police Gant. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading on in his desk. Oh, so he was hiding something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, Mr. Wright, have you been swimming lately? Oh, what? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? Aw, cute. What is with that suit of armor on the right?
Yeah.
That is holding a knife to her boob. Her boob
Yeah.
is under. What is that?
It's just pointing out the nipple for us.
It's really anatomy.
Just in case it's here. It's right here. This is where it's located. It's just trying to teach everyone anatomy.
It's fine.
It's a learning
All
tool.
it's there for. Oh my god. This is fine. That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. Like the knife pointing out a boob. I can't quite see.
It's a knife, but it kind of looks like a turkey baster. Which brings more questions.
So they're into some interesting things. It's fine. I can't quite put my finger on it, though.
Well, the knife can.
Gant team picture added to court record. Great. We're gonna have to point that out at some point.
Yep.
Also, thank you, Ernie, for that clip earlier, by the way. So good. Ween. Okay, wait. I have to, like, not have a laughing face for him. It's fine.
Hold on, let me smooth my face. Things are about to get serious.
Oh my god, no. It's making it worse. It's fine.
Sorry, I just, like, dumped more honey into my tea and it made a very gross noise when I was doing it. So I'm sorry if the mic picked it up.
I did not hear
squishy noise.
Squish. Oh my god. My face. It's fine. Alright. God damn.
My face is fine.
Okay. Ooh. He's really distracted by his hair.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what's this? Boy.
Ooh, what is this? I don't understand. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, of course, how convenient.
Oh. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long been since over, since there's no need to investigate it. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
Shady.
All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. You a shady bitch. Ah! Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. I don't trust this motherfucker. Is that?
Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over yet, after all. Oh, over with yet. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. So let's break illegal rules.
We should.
Laws, that's the word.
You mean, like, a clue?
A clue, a clue! There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Scaling the wall? What are you... Okay.
Okay, scaling the wall. All right, let's go back to Criminal Affairs Department.
Okay. Ah, the tea is fine. Oh, so good. February 24th. Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, were you in a meeting?
I was, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long in the meeting. Actually, I had to serve everyone coffee.
It sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
I probably have at night, but I'm not gonna admit it. Edgeworth, no? Edgeworth.
No, who's that?
Who is that? I have no idea. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court and under the sheets.
And in bed. That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
Probably.
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago.
Bless you.
Sorry. Oh. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. That's not all they're after. Yikes.
Hey, hi, Rain. Hello. Come on.
Is that the other Rain?
That is the other Rain. So, Edgeworth's crisis. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence he presents in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. Those who don't like him haven't been able to do anything because of his, alright, amazing talent as a prosecutor. But now with this... Are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only had that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies.
Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work! Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat!
Yes, sir.
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime. Okay, Dick?
Yes, sir.
It seems you don't have any problem with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
Oh my god. All the Rains. That's why I was saying, like, Somali is probably easier, because then we'll get confused when I say Rain, and then they're like, which Rain? And then it gets confusing for everyone. Oh my god. Lovers. Thank you, Ernie, for that clip. The best. Oh my god. SL9 incident.
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth because he loves him.
He does love him.
He loves him. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
When he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl. Some girl who's standing right there.
I mean, supposedly that's what's happened. I have a feeling it's the other way around, because there's literally no other plot twist.
Me.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never fail to impress. I mean, same with you, Phoenix, so let's not judge anyone else for that.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
Dark's crimes. Crimes.
You want to do that first?
No, let's do the knife.
Show him the knife first.
Present it. Wait, where is it?
Present it.
The broken one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Switchblade knife.
Switchblade knife. That just reminds me of fucking Rocky Horror. Anyway. How about this? About this. I lied. About this.
Hey, don't tell me that's...
It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, This suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. Well, that's
Convenient.
handy. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again.
She's got a lot.
Hurry up, you have the memory of a goldfish.
It's true. So,
Okay,
should we do crimes or murder weapon first?
It doesn't matter.
Let's do dark crimes then.
Alright. Joe Doc was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
A businessman. What made him take to serial killing?
Supply and demand. One day, he was on his way home from work. He hit someone with his car. Well... well, that's a casual way of saying it.
I was an idiot who took a drink of water right as you said supply and demand, so I had to try so hard not to spit out my tea. Okay. Oh my god.
With his car? So it was on accident? An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yes, he became a werewolf. When you hit someone with your car, it activates the werewolf curse.
And then now you're just bloodthirsty. It's fine.
An animal? He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed the lady who saw the second time. A kid walked by just then. He killed him too. Okay.
Oh my god.
Gumshoe. Gumshoe, calm down. The jogger came upon the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in.
I like that you stuck to his voice when he said it. It's like he's talking to himself. I'm like, wait, hold up, mate. Oh my god. Seems he was pretty careless. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. It was a wild animal.
Of course, this is all conjecture. Well, there wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in.
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim.
He just had that need.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I must murder.
Must murder.
Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but fortunately, he was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. She's like, Emma! That's right. I know.
It's a good thing. That last witness. He must mean Emma. Awkward.
That's awkward.
That's so awkward.
You're killed, little kid.
Good thing. Oh, well, you know, it could have been inconvenient. not like a problem or anything. All right, murder weapon. This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, and it had his fingerprints on it, too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
Observation
you gotta take
skills.
a good look to see that.
So good.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. In his butt. That's what did him in. I'm gone. I'm just laughing now. I'm gone. Feeling free.
Can't take anything serious now.
I can't.
Supply and demand. Thank you, Miss Fucking. Yes. Oh my god. I mean,
where
you would
was
know,
it?
Red. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Red said if you suddenly feel the need to go buy a dozen eggs and sit on them on a full moon, you might be a wereburb. Red would know.
Red would know. The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body.
Oh my god.
It was found deep inside the stab wound. In his butt.
Did it match Drake's? Did it?
Drake! He's spitting some sick beats while he's stabbing.
Did it match Dark's
Call me
knife?
on the telephone. Stab, stab, stab.
Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet. Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive.
Neil's autopsy report. Added to court record. Switchblade knife also added to the. It was already there. It just got updated.
Yeah, I think they just got updated. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's your relationship with Edgeworth?
I must know. Oh my god.
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. Chief Gant.
Apparently he'll give you $50, no problem. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
Thanks!
Seem like great security.
Sweet, I have Goodman's, let's go.
What, really? But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Don't worry about it, we got Goodman.
Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh.
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 Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. I would imagine that if you would get fired, it would be because of me.
I mean, it would be no surprise to anyone.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either.
Damn
the
it.
data was deleted the day he died. That was quick.
Wow, convenient.
Well, he's dead. Delete his life's work.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. We're gonna get fired.
We are gonna get him fired, it's true. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
I've got this lovely steak I could get from the bento bitch. In case you were wondering.
Alright, so we want to go to Edgeworth.
Oh, okay. Move.
So
to
we need to go to the
police department.
entrance and
Yeah.
then the office underground parking lot. And then we have to go to Edgeworth from there.
Jesus. We're
Jeez.
doing it.
Uh-oh.
The stream is clip rich, it's true. February 24th, prosecutor's
is.
office, underground parking lot.
It's because we can't stop laughing.
It's true. Thank you guys for all them clips. It's amazing. And I'm dying. It's fine. I'm fine. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr, thank God.
Maybe she choked on one of her bento boxes.
Slap that out of her hand.
Cough up queen. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. I mean, we've done it many times before.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you for
really
that
have.
clip, Myra. We have. So let's go to Edgeworth's office where everything matches, including us. February 24th, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is. It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor.
It's a love note.
It is a love note! Tough day in court? Huh?
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
So is Phoenix and
And
Gumshoe. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
You would know, Phoenix. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Rude. What do you think we're doing? Just having fun?
Yeah.
All right, forged evidence.
There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's when it all breaks down. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean, the evidence was falsified.
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge.
No, unless it was his fault.
That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth,
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this?
I'll comfort you. Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up.
Come here, let's cuddle.
Let's cuddle. Let's cuddle on that couch that matches you. And my tie. Thank you, to be fair, for putting the straw poll. Yes, guys, don't forget to vote for the straw poll if you guys were not here earlier. We are deciding what game we're going to be playing on Kita's channel for Chill Tuesdays. Hey. Alright. Tomorrow's trial.
We're getting close-ish to being done with the investigation.
Ooh.
We're like probably 2/3 of the way done.
Sweet!
Sweet.
That's unusual. I'll take it.
Right? Yeah, I'll take it. Tomorrow's trial.
Doing it. Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First last year's trial and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
Aww. Oh my god.
To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
Don't lie. You love it.
He does love it. He's just playing hard to get.
but Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that the case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
That list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but at the time there's only one thing on my mind. I'd use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture. Something seems strange about it. Like the knife?
Like the boob knife?
Like the boob knife. Should we present the boob knife?
Let's present the boob knife.
Also, hi, Cresteds! Hello, hello. OTP.
Oh my god, we have so much freaking crap.
OTP. We have so many things. Oh my god,
we
so
really
many.
do.
We really do. All right, so Gant team
Yikes.
picture.
Ugh, there we go.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office.
Did we just take the picture?
We either took the picture or we took a picture of a picture. One or the other.
With a Polaroid? Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes.
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right.
It is?
I remember now.
Remember what?
That was the official prosecutor trophy used until that time.
Ah, it's a broken knife! The broken piece was the broken knife from the trophy! You stabbed him with the trophy! Anyway, I could be wrong, but I'm just guessing.
Good job, Kat.
Anyway.
I mean, if you want to just tell the rest of the story, I'll just sit here and sip my tea.
I'm just excited! I figured it out! I think, maybe, watch, I'm totally wrong, it's fine.
There's a story behind it.
Story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
All right.
Okay.
It's the piece that's stuck in his butt. Okay.
He got a trophy in his ass.
All right. The day of the crime.
Day of the crime.
I can't spoil something I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Cat spoilers. I'm banning
damn.
you.
Banned. Damn. Banned from
Banned.
my own chat.
Banned from your own chat, your own stream.
That's fine. I'm okay. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you awarded this.
Which does have a knife.
It doesn't. Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning and then drove over to the police department.
You finished up at the office?
You would know, right?
Was it with Gumshoe?
Oh my. Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff.
Oh, okay.
I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to?
That's right.
That's okay. Prosecutor trophy!
This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale.
Oh.
In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. It's totally for Emma's sake.
Very well.
Bedtime stories.
I had the best stories.
Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Well, that's definitely contradictory.
Hence the contradiction. Objection! Those claims contradict each other. Guys, throw your objections in chat.
Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's funny. If that's so, then why are you only given the shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant.
Because it could
2 years
accidentally kill
ago.
someone again.
Or make people realize, like, that it could be used for that. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Chief Gant. King of Prosecutors Trophy updated. Added to the record. Alright. So, do we move? Back to what's his
hold
name?
on. No, we need to look at the piece of paper on the floor.
Examine?
Yeah.
Can we do it while he's here? Okay.
Yep.
Hey, let's
Hey
look at your
Edgeworth,
fan
what's
fiction.
this?
Yeah.
Let me look through your crap.
The one on the floor. Doing it.
Yep.
I wonder what he was writing before. Love letter.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is standing right there.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Oh, I'll distract him, all right.
Hey, Edgeworth. Look at this. Pulls down pants.
Best distraction. It would work. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground.
Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet.
He didn't even look.
He knows your tricks.
Oh no.
What? Letter of
If you can't read, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation.
No! Faye, no. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, Mr. Wright. As you well know. I feel as if something inside me has died.
Deep.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it's your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
Uh-oh. I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation, I wonder if I can use it for anything. Guilt trip. Put it into my pocket.
Guilt trip Gumshoe.
Oh my god. Do we need to examine anything else?
Nope.
Demona's
head
go
to-
sit on his lap. Distraction. Oh my god. Hi, Whitney Scoops. Hello, and thank you for the host. All right, Edgy can come work with Phoenix now. Yeah, come work with me, babe. But then we'll never see him. I'd be sad. So move. Sorry.
So we want to go to the underground parking lot.
Oh no. February 24th, prosecutor's office. Underground parking lot. Oh no. Excuse me. Fuck! Damn it! It's bento, bitch.
It is bento, bitch.
Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Starr, I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Well, kind of like the first person who sucked a what? Who said that? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover. I can't say that seriously. To discover milk. Okay. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness? Fuck off. The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Starr's hatred toward Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Okay. I read Crow too. I was like, what? Crow's nipples? I realized it's like cows. Oh my god. Dark investigation. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. Alright. In the lower left, that's his brother. Okay. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Oh, poor old Jake, though. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye.
My sister?
The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course they were led by that legendary duo.
Lana and Chief Gant.
Thank you for the clips, guys. Thank you, Eco. Thank you, Myra and Dre. Yes. After the case closed. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we're so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret.
But you didn't have proof anything illegal was done.
I'm proof enough of what happened.
Are you, though?
Deep. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much of an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor.
Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Nothing's quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Okay. I picked it on accident, but legendary duo.
Okay.
Sweet. Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Flashback. They really like this drawing as well.
They do, yeah.
At least we don't have to hear that creepy music anymore. I didn't have to, but you guys don't have to listen to it. 2 years ago, Gant was chief detective and Lana second in command. They were the best.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? And by that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean forged? Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her.
Really?
Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated everything crooked. Crooked? Crooked?
Crooked.
She hated everything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake.
Mr. Marshall.
When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating.
Miss Starr.
That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Alright. Some hard feelings. Being used. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence.
Chief?
That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the God damn it. He could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along.
But how could he control Lana?
I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude There must have been a reason for her change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listened to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chief than I've been. Chef. Wow, I can't read. Chef. Better chef. It's fine.
All right. So let's go to criminal affairs. So we're gonna have to go to the police department entrance first.
Rude.
Yeah,
Police department entrance. We gotta stare at this badger. Move.
Yeah.
Criminal affairs. February 24th, Police Department Criminal Affairs.
Oh, you're back.
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that DJ. Gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period. It'll be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's got to be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Yeah, well...
Present something?
Yeah, we want to present Edgeworth's letter.
Ooh.
To be like, he's leaving, so you better let us in.
He's gonna be so sad!
He is, that's the point.
Oh, hi, little Miss Wedgie Knickers. That's so mean. Okay, so, present letter of resignation.
Yes.
Alright. There we go.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? Processing. No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious.
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they've pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. At first, I thought he was as cold as ice. Their love story. But now I know different. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective? That's it. I've made up my mind. But... Here, take my ID card.
We can't do that. If someone found out.
They wouldn't let you off the hook without another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
All right, detective. Thank you. Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly into your pocket.
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll! So move?
Yep, we want to go
Chief's
to
office.
Gant's office. Yeah, there we go.
The extra office.
The extra office.
February
of extra.
24th. Police Department Chief's office.
Here goes, Mr. Wright. Beep.
Beep. The best beep.
Best beep.
Best beep. Oh my god, it's a statue!
Open sesame.
Emma, don't stand by
now.
it. Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
Did you say you're gonna go stand by the boob knife?
No, I was saying, Emma, don't stand by it.
Oh. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out.
I'll do it.
Yeah!
What just happened?
I don't know.
Because they weren't expecting him to be there.
I guess so, but... Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong.
so I came too.
Oh my god. If you're here, then what's the point of you giving us your ID card? Crumpled Gumshoe's ID card in pocket.
Wow. Hey, don't do that to my card.
Rude. Damn, Phoenix, what the fuck?
I hardly ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this. We always have a bad feeling. So examine?
That's because everything always goes wrong.
It's true. Also, is this the last scene before investigation is done? I'm wondering if I should get more tea.
We have this, and then, like, stuff to do here, and then we have to go one more time to the detention center, but we don't have much left. Okay. So, you could probably
hold off till
hold
then.
out.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk to Gumshoe first.
Okay, talk.
Before we do stuff.
The chief's office. That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's?
Yes. That's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it here.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
Well, I see.
So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk.
No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Hey, Themo, where am I? Hello. Squeaky beeper. I just thought sneaky beaky.
Oh my god.
Sneaky beaky! Chief Gant.
Sneaky beaky. That's what we're being right now.
It's true, we're being sneaky beakies.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
That's... Why do you ask?
You don't think? Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind, don't worry about it.
Okay, now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy.
Huh? What is it?
When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that.
Sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Damn. Okay, so what's bothering you?
You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do ya?
Maybe.
What? Yeah, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
He sucks.
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. Yes, he's a fucking suspect. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet.
There he goes, ignoring me again. Well, alright. So, let's examine. Is there anything of note that you see that we should examine?
The statue blade.
Okay, we can examine that.
Oh god. There we go. Close enough. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons.
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations.
First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes.
You don't have any taxes to pay.
Shh. Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there. I was wondering that. I'm like, is he too tall for it?
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
Oh, I can only
All right.
imagine. The safe?
So there's one. Yeah, that's what we need to look at.
Alright. This is a
Examine.
safe. What?
This is
Examine.
a safe. In case you didn't know.
This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in the panel to open it.
Oh no.
Well.
A 7-digit number. I think I might just know what it is. Is it 777? 7777?
Yes,
surprised I
yes,
remembered
yes,
that.
yes. Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date. It's...
Why yours?
I know.
What? I have a
Alright.
better idea. Here goes nothing.
So we actually have to input it. So...
Well, that's easy enough. 777. 7777.
Did it.
Done.
That's
Oh
the
my
worst
God.
passcode.
That is the worst passcode. Your fucking ID number. Really?
Not even
Bingo!
just that, but the fact that it's literally a string of the same number.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. So he clearly has a bad memory. Thank you for that clip, Ernie. And to be fair, Chief can't. Yes.
What number did you enter?
Bingo.
Whose birthday was that, pal? That's not birthday.
777 7777. The final ID card number on that record.
What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
Oh, I love how we didn't know for sure that that was even him, but we were like, yeah, that's definitely him.
It's definitely him.
You mean 7777777? That ID number?
I think you're 1-7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number.
Say, anyone care to look inside? Well, no, we just opened it for fun.
Right? Examine it?
Just wanted to crack the code.
All
Alright, I've got my fill. We don't need to look in there.
Not at all. Oh my God.
Alright, let's examine.
I did.
Is there any money in there?
Oh my God.
How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a
Oh, it's part of the vase.
right? A shot from a broken cup?
This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? Really, Phoenix?
There's something else in here too.
A handprint. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth.
This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You'd think the chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh. Well, it was just a thought. Is that it? This is all that was in the safe.
Apparently so. It's empty now.
A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. And a broken shard from a cup.
Evidence. They look like pieces of evidence.
But unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to SL9 incident?
Alright. Come on. There's gotta be something we can show the detective. Alright, what are you thinking?
Hold on, let me look. Well, obviously the vase has to do with that broken handle.
Alright, so let's do that first.
So we present in the unstable jar.
Yes.
Okay. And thank you for that bit, by the way, Sawdurtles. Good luck in detective and attorney business. Thank you so much. That good luck bit. Alright. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
All of us put that back together. Oh, those were the days.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Too soon.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know? That fragment we just found?
You mean this one? That was in the safe? The one that we literally found 2 seconds ago?
Literally? Oh my god, this man's memory.
Yes, that one. That was in the safe. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Alright.
Assemble
Assemble.
fragments.
Assemble.
Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Alright. Oops, I accidentally hit B. I don't get it! This piece doesn't fit anywhere in the jar! I'll take a breather.
Did
I'll try to get it again. Oh my god. Wait, I need to present it again.
Okay.
Rude. Fuck me. This is why I can't have nice things.
Aw.
Huh.
She just carries glue around with her, Ren.
Yep. Convenience. She has like a backpack of like scientific investigative things.
Well, she carries around all the other stuff with her, like the
Sure.
luminal testing fluid and the fingerprinting case.
Yep. Super convenient.
Your
Assemble.
Wiimote freaks me out.
Rude.
No, because it's like invisible. It's weird.
Oh, good. I'm just holding nothing. It's the invisibility cloak of Wiimotes.
Right?
Alright. Sweet. Done?
Alright.
Oh no, it's the same piece. There, it fits like a charm. That of course means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But, hey guys, get a load of this.
What is it?
This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
What?
Well,
Rude.
there's a reddish line on it. Gee, I wonder what that is.
A reddish line.
Ketchup.
That's blood. It's ketchup.
I don't get it.
Oh my god.
Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Gee, I wonder. Why wouldn't he just destroy it?
Right? I don't, the unstable jar has been added, updated. You know what I'm saying.
Silly goose.
All right, so the other thing's
Destroy it.
cloth. The only thing I can think of is that it was... There's handprints.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
So,
Marshall's
that means we want to
prints?
present.
Or there's the glove.
No.
That wouldn't make sense.
Your first thought.
So Marshall's prints. Or the locker, which one?
Well, let's use the fingerprinting set.
Oh, okay. Wait, where's
Yeah,
that?
so that we can actually see if there are any fingerprints on it.
Fingerprinting set.
Yeah.
Let's present. Gumshoe, please get a clue. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints. That's a great idea, Detective. Alright, go to town, sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
Oh my god.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Huh?
Come on. This isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Oh my god.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Let's do it.
We don't need her to tell us how to do this. We're just gonna skip past that.
Okay. Yellow. Oh my
Even
god.
Phoenix is like,
What are you,
okay.
my mom? Oh my god.
All right,
just
so
call me
which
mom. I just spit. It was fun.
Call me Mommy Ryota.
Oh my god. Oh wait, which print? Looks like the middle finger or the thumb are the strongest.
Which one you want? I picked middle.
Let's do middle.
By accident, apparently.
YOLO.
Well, apparently I let my fingernail just brush the screen.
This is why. Oh shit, the sensor turned off. Hold up. Okay. Inconvenient.
Yeah, it must have an automatic.
Automatic
Must
turn off.
automatically turn off to conserve battery. Got it.
I don't remember how to blow. Okay, shake it. Shake it real good.
Yeah, shaking it's how you blow.
So, Gant?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Doesn't look like a match.
Oh, well. You know? This
Who else you
evidence
wanna
is
try?
flipping off, right? The only other person... There are two people I have in mind, but hold up. Oh my god, you guys stop.
I skipped past a bit of this text because I thought
Yeah.
they were just gonna be like, whatever.
Oh, wait, yeah, I've been skipping past it. What? What is happening? The one that happened right here in this room. She's right. What? The murder in this room? We should check the fingerprints of everyone who was in here that day.
Okay, so yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I was like, are we missing story? No, we're fine. We just gotta pick someone else. So, who you want to pick?
I would say, Lana or Emma.
Which one?
Let's do Emma, fuck it.
Alright.
She's like, rude. Oh my god, it's Emma!
Uh-oh.
Well, rip Emma. Match found. No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match. Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Doc's prints.
Psst. Hey, you, over here.
Rude.
What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Strip of cloth folded and added to the court record. All right.
So
So we can't talk about anything else.
we want to examine his desk. Because if you remember earlier when we saw him, he was looking at something.
Right. So just examine the flat part of his desk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it's this desk. It says Gant's desk, so it's either this one or the one on the other side of the room.
Yeah, and she said, look at the size of
Yeah.
his desk.
Wow, look at the size of Chief Gaunt's desk.
Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence used in a case.
A list of evidence.
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this.
Combine them.
Hey, look at the case name.
Huh? SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder what...
No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long.
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-size list of evidence. Yep.
That list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
What would the other half of this list be doing here?
I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so. Evidence list added to the court record. Did she accidentally kill a man and they're all trying to protect her? I swear to God.
Hold on one second.
I don't think... But, can I have some new
So precious.
Sorry, Eagle's just checking if I needed some more tea, but I'm gonna go with some water. Because
Legit.
mine's warm.
Legit. Need that cold water.
Yep.
Is this almost done? Because I gotta pee so bad.
We're like, there's one more section, but it should be short.
Sweet.
Well, was I any help?
Of course! Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. No, that's not very kind, is it? I'm assuming. I don't know.
It is.
In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Rude. Isn't that right, you in the coat?
Gee, Chief Gant!
Chief can't. We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run into a pole. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. Rude.
Do you mean me, sir?
Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat.
Me, sir?
Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. Oh my god, what a bitch.
But, sir!
Now get out. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Fuck off. We'll be on our way out too then. Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir.
I'd like a word with you.
He's gonna murder her.
Seriously though.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go. I would not leave her alone.
Mr. Wright.
I would not leave her alone.
Not good. Look, pal,
Stranger danger!
Look, pal, if I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. It's hard to believe anyone could keep quiet about all this time.
Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with this chief again. Yeah, good luck with that. Later,
Yeah,
pal.
After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police want to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Sketch.
Alright, so this is the last section.
Okay. February 24th, Detention Center Visitors Room.
I see. Say the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning.
It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here.
But I've already told you all I can.
What you've told me over the what you've told me over these past couple days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Damn, throwing that shade. I love it. Finally.
Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman.
You know, I think I finally figured it out. Who it is that you're hiding behind. Who it is you're hiding behind those words.
Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right.
Edgeworth?
Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe.
He would know. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story.
Chode.
What?
Right. I said chode.
Keeping quiet.
Keeping quiet.
I have to admit I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you'd be unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual.
What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person?
Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person is in question may have persuaded you to silence.
For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name?
Damon Gant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take that!
That was not obvious at all. Well, Miss Skye?
Nope, I'm not looking at you. Mr. Wright, you are addressing the Chief Prosecutor. Do not forget your place.
I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans.
My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about the circumstances?
Damon Gant.
Damon Gant. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective.
Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes?
His crimes?
Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically hiding and forging evidence.
Of course, these are serious offenses.
Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned?
Chief Gant?
Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly investigated... The only party who could have investigated... Nope, it's supposed to possibly. The evidence was...
Me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation.
Yes, you, but also another, Damon Gant. Could you shut the fuck up, Lana, and just admit it? God damn. Okay.
Right. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case.
Are we showing the vase, or are we showing the fingerprints?
Let's go with the vase.
Okay. Unstable jar. Take that. I just found this in a safe in Chief's office. This jar piece and this strip of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Please.
Touche, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the Chief's orders. Even if it means being found guilty for murder.
Why not?
Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate.
In the murder of Detective Goodman.
Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate.
Orders.
Orders. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day.
I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Obviously, it's Gant. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered. You were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman.
Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk was broken. I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body.
The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife?
No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it.
The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Drake's knife. Dark, not Drake. God damn it.
I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife.
That would be Edgeworth's knife?
That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand.
And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand?
Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then... she saw me just as I plunged the knife in.
Miss Starr. So she wasn't lying?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
No, it's more like, I don't want to trust Starr, but she's actually telling the goddamn truth. Especially since she can't tell a testimony worth her life. Why did you need to hide Dark? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? Dark's knife.
Dark's knife. It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that, by whatever means possible.
So, you hid Dark's knife?
The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that.
So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe.
Right. Then I called my sister. To tell her what happened, and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler.
You asked Emma?
I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this.
That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence.
Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day.
A bad feeling?
The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him?
The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh, you mean...
Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands.
He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence.
He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room.
God damn it.
After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. God damn it.
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But Lana?
You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything, and you're going to end up putting Emma in jail, and this is a problem.
Yep.
Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. To be continued.
To be continued. Did it.
Done. I gotta pee.
The last investigation of this game, Kat.
Hey, save
Did
current
it.
stage data up
Save
until
that.
this point. Hell yeah.